guys came out and played their hearts out and put ourselves in position to win the game we should have won. So I couldn't be more prouder of everybody that played tonight. And it shows you a lot about this team. You're down 2 starters, 2 very talented players, and as I've said all year long, no matter who's in uniform, we have enough talent to go out there, compete, play hard, and play the right way. And obviously it was great to see Marcus Thornton have the game he had, Isaiah, and we just obviously weren't able to close that game out, unfortunately, but very proud of our team.
What's it going to take to get over this hump and win these games?
Well, I won't say the first thing I want to say. It's just execution down the stretch. You give them credit. I mean, Paul George gets a 4-point play. David West hits a 3. I mean, they got some incredible bounces tonight. But when we defend like that, the way we did tonight, I can't ask a whole lot more from our guys. But I think the difference between winning and losing close games is going to come down to execution on offense. Can you get the best shot possible? And a great example of that tonight is our last 2 side out of bounds plays. We executed very poorly. And so we have to make sure down the stretch, out of timeouts, that we execute to get the best shot possible. And then we defend. And I thought tonight we defended at a high level. We got a couple of big stops down the stretch, but again, huge 4-point play to put it into overtime, and then they took over that overtime period.
With caution, Coach, can you please talk about that play on Paul George? That 4-point?
Yeah, give him credit. He made a 4-point play.
For the most part, we executed pretty well. I think better than we usually do down the stretch. It's just shots weren't falling, and then those guys were making plays. And Paul George, he made a huge play with the 4-point play to go into overtime.
Was it tough to find Marcus with many opportunities as well, just because they kind of keyed on him a little bit?
Yeah, especially, Paul George is a good defender. He's long, he uses his length, and I think that cut off a lot of Marcus's opportunities to score. But at the same time, we got to try to find him, especially because he was the hot hand tonight. We got to do what we can to let him get the ball and make a play.
Coach said he came into this game and told Marcus to shoot. What was your mindset knowing that DeMarcus and Rudy weren't out there tonight?
To be more aggressive. I feel like, with them 2 guys, our 2 leaders, our 2 leading scorers, I feel like I just had to be aggressive and look to score a little bit more than usual. But Marcus, he came out on fire. That's the Marcus we all know of that makes shots, and he was just aggressive, and he had confidence tonight. We just knew we had to run up and down the floor. We knew we had to get out in transition because they're a great defensive team in the half court, and we know that's not our specialty. And I think that's what got us going early. We got out, miss or make, we were out in transition and pushing the ball, and I think that's what helped us get that lead and also stay in the game.
Anything you have to comment on that George foul, the 4-point play late?
I don't think it was a foul, but the refs called it. You got to go with it, and we still had a chance to win the game going into overtime, and we just didn't capitalize.
Tough loss. The plays we needed to execute, we didn't. They came up with big stops. And, we did a lot that game to win the game, so it's tough. It's a tough loss for us.
Coach talked about, he said you needed to take shots tonight. Is that really the goal for you coming out?
Yeah. When you have 43 points sitting on the sideline between Rudy and Cuz, somebody had to step up. I took it upon myself, to be that guy. It was a great team effort by the whole team.
Are you able to, I know it's a loss, but are you able to walk away with this saying, hey, played hard, and be pretty pleased with it?
Yeah. I'm very happy with the team. Everybody that contribute, played hard. Even without Rudy and Cuz, we still have to go out there and play. And like I said before, we still got enough talent on this team, to go out there and get a win. So, it's no excuses.
Seeing Paul George with a 4-point play, take us through that one yourself.
I really got to answer that.
With caution.
It's a hell of a shot. Next question.